Hi guys, I'm Kiera, but I go by Hobokiki, and today we're in my Hobonichi cousin, my baby, my pride and joy. We are going to open her up here, and this is last week. We ain't gonna talk about how it's empty. Don't worry, I did write everything down. We'll be focusing this week on September 23rd to the 29th, and we'll use these stickers from Stick with Kate called Rain. Just look how beautiful they are. If you did not know, every month I do focus on a theme for each week, and this week's, or I guess this month's theme is time traveling. So we're going back to to what is it called? Either Greece or Rome. I really don't know what these stickers are based on. It's giving ancient Greece or ancient Rome. However, I always get those two mixed up. I do apologize. I do know that I do see a Pegasus in the kit. So I'm thinking it is ancient Greece because I believe Pegasus or Pegasi. I don't know what the plural sorry. I don't know what the plural of Pegasus is. Pegasus is? That just sounds weird. I don't know. But I believe they're Greek. If you're wondering where these date cover stickers are from, they are also from Stickwood Cave. They're from a older kit, and I am just deciding to use them here in my Hobonichi cousin. Now, they weren't meant for the Hobonichi cousin, but I actually find that they work really well as date covers if you just measure how to cut them. And I didn't really measure this week, which I should have done, but it got the job done. It did what I needed to do. So they still work pretty nice up there. I kind of just eyeballed it because that's how I was feeling this week. Yeah, I know. You're probably like, ooh, Carrie, you're getting lazy. No, I don't think lazy is the word. Last week I had my graduation for therapy. I know. Y'all probably like, ooh, you probably should have stayed in there. No, it's all good. Yeah, and my therapist did her big one during that last session, and it was very emotional. It was very much so needed, but it was very overwhelming. So I just had a lot of emotions everywhere, and the energy to basically get the necessities done that week. So I did not film basically anything, and I kind of just allowed myself to just, I wouldn't say, I wouldn't call it being lazy because we all need a period in which we give ourselves a break, right? I just gave myself some grace. That's what we're going to call it. Like, Kiera, you're experiencing a lot of big emotions. So just take this week to relax. Get done the necessary. Ooh, excuse me. You guys, if you're new here, hi, how are you? I do record these voiceoverings. See, these voiceovers at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So if I sound a little cray-cray, that's why. But yes, I did tell myself it's okay, we can skip. Well, it's not even like it's been a long time since you guys have had a video, right? It's been maybe about a week, I think. So, and on Instagram, for Instagram, I be doing them all kinds of ways on Instagram. I barely did anything. No, I don't think I posted anything at all on Instagram. So, they got it bad. I do apologize if you be following me on Instagram and wondering, girl, when you gonna actually post something? One day we'll say. But yeah, I just was feeling the feels, and I allowed myself to feel what I was feeling, and take care of the babies, take care of the house and everything else. Just y'all gonna have to just give me a second here. And I'm okay with that. So I do apologize if that upsets you. I am taking golden boxes from the Happy Planners, Colorful Boxes sticker book to add in some boxes here and there, just so you know. But yeah, back to what I was saying about the therapy. I guess that was pretty much it. A part of me also was like scared, I'm not going to lie. Like, oh my gosh, I no longer have therapy. And, you know, what if I actually wind up needing it? And it's crazy that I was even scared because my therapist always said I could come back whenever I want to come back. But she really thinks that I have the tools to handle everything. And both both her and I agree that we didn't want me to use therapy as like a crutch. I think you know you have a ace in your life, like a good person in your life, when you've absorbed all the knowledge that you can from them and like they want you to progress by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like they see the potential in you to progress. Now, I don't think she's abandoning me. Again, we came to the conclusion together, but you know, the fact that she wasn't trying to like stick with me, like force me to keep me in therapy because she knows that I have the goods. It made me feel better. It not gonna lie, it did make me feel good, you know. Um, she's like, yeah, you know, you can do this by yourself. And I appreciated that because it was just confirmation that you know, you've been through the ringer and you know how to regulate yourself now, Kiera. I am very thankful for therapy because I do think that it really has helped me level up as a person. Um, I would say if you think you might need it, then definitely reach out to your community because I reached out to several people in my community and I know that's going to be hard because I didn't want to tell anybody my story either, but you know, closed mouths don't get fed. That's just not how it works. So you may have to reach out to varying people in your community. And when I did that, uh, I did have one person say, oh, well, I think I know a program that could help you. And then, yeah, I got into a program for free. And I got to choose my therapist. So if I didn't like a therapist, I could switch. Now, luckily, I was able to find one on the first go that I really vibed with. But yeah, I got to have therapy for free. Now, I know I don't I don't know how to say this because I know for a lot of people therapy is going to cost, right? So I don't want to say I was privileged or blessed to get therapy for free because, you know, the only reason I got it for free is because I went through hell and back, girl. Like I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, I went through some stuff. So finally I told someone my story and they were like, girl, you need Jesus. You need Jesus, but the best we got here on earth is some therapy for you. So let's see what we can do for you. So I do recommend if you think you may need help, if you find someone to talk to initially just get it out your system, you know, which actually took me years. It took me years. So I know it's easier said than done. Believe me, I know it's easier said than done to talk to someone about what you're going through, but you never know, you know, what blessings you could get just by finally letting it out. Even if it is just to finally let it out and not keep it in anymore. But you know, that was very releasing for me as well. So I would just say talk to someone because you don't know what could be given to you if you don't say anything. In the same breath, I would also say just be careful who you tell as well. I know, I know. Life is a bee like that, you guys. It's like, dang, why is everything so complicated? But yes, definitely. Hopefully, you can find someone you can trust, or maybe just find a non-biased person who is very new to all of the situation. Um, maybe that's the best route for you to go. I don't know. Maybe pray about it. I don't know, but yeah, definitely. If you can, community is so important. I don't think any of us were meant to be, solitary people. Even us loners and introverts, which I am, you guys. I'm a big, big introvert. But yeah, that was my TED Talk for today. And this is my finished spread. Well, it just is going to get me started. As you can see, I marked a few events here. I have my mood tracker at the bottom left. Did something a little bit different where we covered up the whole sidebar. But, your girls got to experiment. That is our weekly section. I'm going to use the exact same stickers in our daily section here, as you can see. So let's go ahead and get into that. That's the final look. As you can see, I did put white out around the mood with a pen. Well, I guess it's not white out. It's just a white gel pen. And I just did that to help it stick out a little bit more there. And I already know that I want to use these stickers here as like my date covers, but I'm going to write on them. I don't know why I put that one on so crooked, but it is what it is. I think it's supposed to be a shield. I don't know. I went digging for a brush pen until I found one that was really thick, like much thicker than the Fudenosuke pen that I have right now, which is still one of my favorite brush pens. I like the firmness of the tip, but I did want something even thicker than that. So I did find this one here, and this mother sucker here is juicy. Like the ink was just flowing on out. It was very pigmented, which I like for a black pen, especially. So I was actually very happy for it. Yeah, I am going to check the back though to see if it like bled through. It didn't bleed. It only left a shadow, which is beautiful. And if you are new to the Hobonichi game, let me just tell you, most pins, if not all pins, are going to leave some shadowing, some ghosting. So look, as you can see, even stickers leave some shadowing, some ghosting. That is just, it is what it is. I recommend if you're going to get a Hobonichi cousin to just, come to terms with that. Come to terms with that. I immediately loved the paper because of that reason, which I know is like, what? But yes, I love the ghosting. I'm not, as long as it's not bleeding through, I don't mind that. I don't mind the ghosting. Bleed through is just, no, I really don't like that. So as long as it's not bleeding through, I'm happy. You guys already know I love a lived in planner. I loved a planner that looks like it's been through some things. My planner gotta look like how I look like. I'm just messing around, but no, I really do like a planner that just feels super lived in. I don't really know how to describe it. So, the pages on the left, again, we're not going to talk about it. I actually did write everything down that happened last week. So, I do think I am going to fill everything in. Do not feel like you need to do this. Do not feel like you need to do this. If you do not plan for a week, you just don't plan for a week, and that's okay. If you don't plan a few days, you just don't plan a few days, and that's okay. Me, there are some pages in my Hobonichi, I showed you in my flip through, where there are like some blank areas in it, and that's okay. Like the planner or journal is meant to help you, not to make you feel like it's becoming a burden, okay? So if there's just a week where maybe you felt overwhelmed and you just could not do anything, including the planning, then that's fine. That's fine, baby girl. But yeah, I am going to go ahead and fill that in because I did leave notes for that week in my phone because I knew I was going to get back to it. I just could not be bothered that week to actually do it. So it'll get done. It'll get done. It's just blank right now, but I'll get back to it. Now, if I did not finish or mark notes in my what is this in my phone, what is this as I'm speaking into it, if I didn't make notes in my phone about everything that happened last week, I would not bother with it. I'm not about to try to sit here and think about everything that I did last week and get it all written down. No, could not be me. So yeah, since I already have it, notes on it, I'm fine. And then I know you're probably thinking, well, girl, why'd you make notes, but you didn't just write in the planner? I don't know. I can't explain to you how my brain works. It just works in mysterious ways. It just gets me through. It gets me through the day. So I'm just going to be thankful that I have a brain that gets me through. Okay, don't judge me. If you can notice, I am splitting each of these daily pages up, and that's to write my daily journaling prompt. I am using the prompts from Coffee Monsters Co. So that's what you see me doing here. And I'm using this gray pen, but honestly, I really want to say F this gray pen. If you're wondering why I don't use colored pen in or colored inks in my daily section anymore, this is why. This is exactly why. Because they just the pens that I got, I guess they're just so cheap that they feel like working when they feel like working. Even though they are not used, and I'm really just now breaking them out. They're like, maybe not today, girlfriend. And I can't with them. So that's why I don't use colored ink in my daily pages anymore, even though I do like the look of that. But I can't with them just like they can't with me. So it is what it is. I think one day, you guys, I might have to be a fountain ink girl. And I I kind of like don't want to just because I know me. I know that I'm going to be like, I need all the inks. I need all the fountain pens. And it's just like, no, I can't get into that habit of like purchasing a lot of things. So I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible. So right now I'll just write in black pen or black ink and I'll live. I'll live. Sorry about the light that's shining through, even though it's actually very pretty. It looks like it's dancing on my journal. I don't mind it, but I know some people may. So let me go ahead and slip that apology in now. Oh, and I did want to do like a twofer video because you guys know that I typically do my weekly setup as one video and my daily setup as another video. But because I was gone for so long, I did think like, let me give them something a little extra, a little something something to apologize. So I hope you notice that the effort is there. I did miss you guys, and of course I did want to make videos, but not that much. I wanted to give myself some peace and some clarity first. And, I felt like that was the right thing to do in that moment. But I don't think I was gone for that long, and I'm here now. One thing that helped me process my feelings last week was Toby Wigwe, and I do apologize if I mispronounce his last name. I be butchering my kids' names, and I spelled them out. I named them, so it's a Kiera thing. I'm not trying to be offensive here, but I do love his music. It just resonates with the part of me that I didn't think needed to be resonated with. And he just started releasing, what is it called? A project called Hood Hymns. And man, oh man, that thing, it definitely is worth a good listen to. It ain't for the faint of heart now. It does have the N word in there a lot, but it's still like, to me, it's beautiful. It's a masterpiece. There's a song called I'm Not God. Oh my gosh, that one. Oh, I did share that on Instagram too. That's like the one thing that Instagram got out of me. But yeah, that song is Chef's Kiss. And Heal, that's a good song as well. Um, I don't know. I had those songs on repeat and it just made me feel a little bit better. I mean, it is art, so it can be perceived many different ways depending on your perspective in life, and your perspective is going to come out of what you went through. But it definitely just confirmed it's okay to, let go of people because you cannot save everybody. Some people don't want to be saved. Let them go. So um, that's that's at least how I took the song, and that's what I needed to hear. But anyways, this is the final flip through. As you can see, I did put the white highlight on the days of the week, and it really makes it pops out a little bit more there. I like how that looks. And yeah, I think all of this came out really, really nicely. If you like the video, feel free to like the video. If you dislike the video, feel free to leave a dislike on a video. It's whatever, bro. Stay safe, stay creative, and I will see you in the next one. All right. Bye.